Hello everyone, I am glad to welcome you to my channel. And today we will look at such an important topic, which will sound like this: should I move on with my partner in a couple? Yes, or it's still better to break off these relationships. We will have two options. I still decided to look at two options. Therefore, your main task is to think well about your partner, about whom you want to find out information. Mentally ask yourself this question and choose which deck, the deck that you like best. Deck number 1, deck number 2. Which one suits you more intuitively? Which one you think this particular deck can give you the right answer to your question? We choose this one. What issues will we consider in this context? Yes, whether it is worth moving on with a partner or not. We'll just see what happens if you move on together, and what happens if you still put an end to the relationship. What prospects you have in the future in the relationship. Well, let's get started. I'll put deck number 2 on hold for now. And we'll have deck number 1. So the ones welcome you closer. Now we will look at what prospects you will have with a rolled-up person if you move on with him. That is, you will stay in a relationship with him. So, the prospects of a relationship for individuals, if you stay together with a partner, and the prospect of a relationship in the future for you, if you still decide to part with this partner. Well, let's watch. Well, look, unfortunately I don't see anything positive here yet. The maps show that sooner or later the relationship will come to some final stage anyway. The 5 pentacles have excised themselves. Yes, that is, she has such boring, poor ones, you can't fill each other with anything, you basically can't give anything to each other. This card can also indicate that you may have some kind of financial crisis in your relationship. Yes, that is, there is no exchange of energy, you do not complement each other, and perhaps he is a man there does not help. Yes, but if it does not concern money, then it simply does not fit you energetically, there does not give you any gifts, does not pay attention to you and the like. According to the 6 swords, the card here already says that, in principle, you have already thought more than once about getting out of this relationship completely and as sharply and quickly as possible. You know, just like that, in one fell swoop, hop and that's it, and we left the relationship. Perhaps even you have already discussed such a relationship with your partner, such a moment that you will break up. Maybe someone has already broken up, but that's why here, in principle, the cards show that the prospects of the 8 of Wands is a quick departure somewhere. Let's see if it is possible to somehow reanimate these relationships. Yes. You can try, but here the cards say that you are looking at a lot of colossal work here, a very big colossal work. And from your sides. Why? The sun shows that yes, we have a ray of light, yes, there is a possibility that these relations will resume. According to the Hanged Man, it says here that some kind of sacrifice must be made. Which one exactly? Justice. That is, you need to learn to give in to each other, yes, not to blame each other for anything, learn to forgive, yes, each other. That's what you have to do on both sides. And according to the death card, there are only two ways out: either you completely reset this relationship and get out, or you just agree that you will have everything all over again and you just try to start a relationship from the very beginning. It's like you just met for the first time. You agree right away that you need to sacrifice something, yes, you need to do something together, yes, to save the relationship. That is, you must agree that these relationships have already outlived their usefulness and try to learn how to give in, trust, and how to stay afloat together, so that each of you equally invested in these relationships. These are the prospects. Let's see what prospects you will have if you do break up. Put an end to this relationship and what you will have there in your personal life. Well, look, in principle, I can say that you will have some kind of relationship that will be such a romance. And perhaps the Page of Cups is such a man who knows how to pay attention, you will have such. Maybe a man who is younger than you, right? If we are talking in general, then the attention in principle from men will be yes. I would say here that a man will appear after all. A man will appear who knows how to pay attention, with whom, in principle, there will be such an easy harmonious relationship and 6 pentacles each. This is exactly the relationship where you will help each other, complement each other. The only thing is, what format will these relations be? Well, I would say that these are more based on attraction by wands. Yes, there may be some small conflicts, but in principle, there is more about energy, about emotion, about sexual energy, yes, that is, the relationship will be related to this. And what that I would pay attention to here. Please note that these relationships will probably be tied only to sexual energy, yes, that is. You can be lovers, and it will be fixated, that is, how to transfer them to some other stage will be very difficult. And also if we are talking about your partner, who you may have is a Page of Cups. Please note that perhaps this person is a little bit frivolous, because well, there may be just a lot of other women in and around him. That is, pay attention here as well. So, if we sum up, yes, is it worth moving on with this partner? I think it's up to you, of course. But if you stay together it will be very hard. Yes, that is, you need, as I have already said, you just need to sit down, talk and make the maximum colossal amount of effort together in order to maintain this relationship. If you break up with a person, you will have a man in your life, you will have, say, a hero lover who, in principle, will bring you pleasure and you will be comfortable with him in principle. Perhaps these relations will then move into some other direction. That's all on the one. I thank you for the alignment. Subscribe to the channel, write in the comments what layouts you still want to see, and we will proceed to the twos. Girls, I welcome you. And now we will see whether it is worth moving on with a partner, yes, that is. Whether it is worth continuing the relationship that you have just thought about, yes, which we will now look at. The first thing we'll look at is what the prospects are if you stay in this relationship. Then we will see what prospects you may have in principle in a relationship, whether there will be any other people, that is. And then, in principle, we will draw some conclusions. So show the twos, what are the prospects in a relationship if they stay with a rolled-up person? And what are the prospects in a relationship if you still decide to break up with this person? So we look further, right? So, what prospects do you have if you stay in a relationship with this person? Well, basically I want to say that you will have a stable relationship. You will have work on mutual assistance, that is, perhaps a man will help you here, will invest. Yes, according to the Pentacles, you will have some kind of it at all. But if you quarrel, you will have a new shada, that is, a new chance to build a relationship in a different way. That is, you are given a chance from higher powers for this relationship. According to the Eight of the Rod, in principle, you will have a very warm communication between each other. Yes, let's see what else, what prospects are there in this relationship. But in principle, the cards here also say that you will be able to survive some kind of crisis, yes, that is, whether it is a mental crisis, whether it is some kind of crisis in the family, or whether it is a moral crisis. Yes, that is, there are some such difficult moments in life, this person will help you to survive them. That is, yes, it will be good and bad in a relationship, but with this person you can basically overcome absolutely everything. According to the Six Pentacles, I would say that this person is not greedy, he is ready to invest. Let's see what kind of a man he is, what a mysterious man. Well, a man with such a cold mind, he will think 100 times before doing something. He's very cunning and he's a little manipulative, so he's very like that here. He always thinks everything out, he has a very sharp mind. How does he treat you? A man is ready to invest financially, he is ready to help in the family, he is ready to go with you in principle to the family. If your relationship is broken now, then you will have a chance to resume this relationship by the Ace of Pentacles, and then evil. Bring some zest, bring some new passion. Well, let's see what happens if you still decide to part with this person. Will you have any other relationship? Yes. What will you have at all? I would say that you will have other relationships, that is, you will have some kind of hierophant, this is a mentor person, yes. Some kind of your teacher, that is, perhaps this is a man who is older than you, perhaps he is more spiritually filled, he somehow occupies a higher position, some kind of higher status. Let it be. But this is a person on the Strength card. I can say that he is such an abuser who will take you in his fist, say that well, I am the main one here. I am the main one here, I am the power. It will be very difficult with this person. If you are ready to be suppressed, yes, because he is such a very domineering personality. By the Nine of Swords, you will want to escape from him. You'll want to run away from him. That is, if we are talking about a new relationship, yes, will it be if you break up with this man? Yes, there will be a relationship, but it will be a domineering man who holds a certain cool position, and this is such a strong-willed man who will put a lot of pressure on you. You will want to just run away from him. Summing up, right? Is it worth moving on with this person you are with now? I think it's still worth it. We assessed the situation with this person, and assessed the situation that you will have in a relationship. If you still set up with this man, you will part. I thank you for the alignment, for being present at it. Please like, subscribe to the channel, write in the comments what you would like to see, and see you soon.